Louisiana beer reviews. Leinenkugel's Northwoods Lager Revisited. This is a special edition to follow up the duo review with David, you know, with the big beard. All right, I'll review that in Jefferson Parish, and then I'm reviewing this in St. John the Baptist Parish. It is 8 a.m. It's about 64 degrees, and you can see the incredible dampness out here. Okay, it's got an old-time label. It is brewed occasionally. There's no website information for this, except they list it as part of the, I said spring yesterday. I was wrong. It's winter pack, so I have to eat my words. The winter pack, that's all I say. Northwoods Lager, 4.9% alcohol. Certified kosher. It might have been available before because the Creamy Dark was available before down here. And I was trying to find a single and I couldn't. I didn't buy the variety pack and I never got it. So this time I saw it, I bought it. A lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. AKA water vapor. Now, when we reviewed this beer together, David said, well, he thought that they must be using their base beer, that it was their base lager, and he gave it a B+, and I went to an A-. I like to do solo reviews, though, because I think I can keep my head clearer. And I don't mean doing duo reviews or group reviews makes me nervous or anything. It's just that I'm thinking of different things, like, what about this, what about that? And then it's like my mind is racing. Here, I can relax a little better, unless they start with the power equipment, and then I'll be irritated, and my mind will be racing, and I won't be concentrated. All right. A very thick off-white head and a golden appearance rather than yellow fizzy stuff. This is golden fizzy stuff. I hear a power saw. And I hear I'm still loading or unloading something on the river. You might hear these big crashes and bangs and people on a microphone. Those are boats on the Mississippi River, and I don't know what they're doing. Sometimes at night you can hear them unloading stuff. Middle of the night, 2 in the morning. Yeah, cranks, and you hear usually it's like wheat or corn. It's a sharp barley malt aroma. Now this does use corn and corn syrup as an adjunct, okay, and has hops, yeast, malt, barley malt, water, okay. They don't give any specific ingredients though, like what type of malt or what type of hops. Nothing like that on the Miller Coors website. Just the base the basic ingredients. I have driven in the Northwoods of Wisconsin. I took US Highway 51, which goes straight through the dead middle of Wisconsin. And at first it's merged with an interstate highway. Okay, so you're going through, you know. And then that interstate ends, and then it's just 51, a 2-lane highway into the woods. Like that book, Into the Woods. And then there's the old 51. There's a spot, and it was a gravel road. The old US Highway 51. I said, no way I'm going down that. I mean, it's deep woods. Then eventually you get to Hurley, Wisconsin, and it just says end of 51, the sign in, and you intersect with, you cross the river into Michigan and intersect with US Highway 2, another long road that goes across the top of the United States. 2. That's the top road, 2. And then it goes all the way down to the bottom. Down here, 90. There is no 100 because there's the Gulf of Mexico. There's 90 and then that's it. It's the bottom. Sweet, a little sharp barley malt. Light to medium body, crisp, easygoing finish. There's that backwash barley malt biscuit underneath. The power underneath to spare, as Blue Oyster Cult would say. The power underneath, the power underneath, the power underneath, despair. Okay. Anyway, I had a craft beer from southwestern Louisiana, not deep in the Northwoods, but out in the rice paddies, the prairie land of southwestern Louisiana. It's mostly prairie out there, okay? And that was Crying Eagle Brewing, and it was just too strong of the barley malt. It was too much of a barley burn. It needed to be cut with some corn, like this one. To me, it needed to be. This one is nice and pleasant. It doesn't have that harsh burn to it. I'm still going to stick with A-. It's not like most excellent or outstanding, but it's marginally excellent, and excellent is excellent. A- around a 90, 91, we'll say, out of 100. And I think it will pair well. So, les bon temps relais. Mighty fine, Leinenkugels, mighty fine. And I'm going to end this review in a moment, but I think it would pair well with this canned chicken chunks. The canned chicken, great value. The Louisiana Supreme hot sauce, the cream cheese, and these crackers. Okay, and I put some soy sauce underneath, or on top of one. So, I always try to keep my weight exactly 145 pounds. But I noticed this week, every morning I was weighing out at 145.8. I just couldn't lose that 0.8 of a pound. No big deal. It's a lot better than when I was 176.5 with that big belly. Very nice. And mostly I lost weight by getting rid of snacks like that. But I had a tiny breakfast. And I really have avoided snacks mostly. And I went from 176.5 to generally around 145. So my father used to be my weight. And he said, oh, if I could lose that, you know. He's up to 200 and something. He said, my doctor told me I wouldn't need to take any medicine. And my blood pressure would be low. And so anyway, enough of the medical report. Dietary examinations and explorations. Y'all come on down to Southeastern Louisiana.